We stopped in last night late at Perkins. Late for them, not for us. And had a piece of pie as a dessert. And because I was starving. And we heard a fascinating argument between the, pardon us while we dealt with traffic. Fascinating argument between the manager, and we're gonna get him again too. I gotta say, I've hit 0 fucks given pretty fast. Anyway, an argument between the manager at the Perkins and a table of those foreigners that I was telling you about, who were the rudest bastards I've seen in ages. And I think the foreigners were right in this case. But apparently, in Canada, if they serve coffee... Now, this is what the manager was telling him. I don't buy this, and since we don't drink coffee, who gives a shit? But if they serve coffee at your table, they bring a pot, then they charge you for the number of people sitting there. Which is completely illogical and unfair, since only one person at the table was drinking coffee. But that's the way we do it in Canada. So I'm told. I may Google that, because it sounds like bullshit to me. Also, we're walking to Tim Hortons for breakfast. We call it breakfast, but really it's almost lunch here. The kids have had their one day of sleeping in, but we need to be on East Coast time from now on. I'm sitting on our patio recording this narration to put in place from yesterday's video. So this video is actually after the video you're about to see. Well, yeah, for the most part. But it's actually from the future, talking about the past, because apparently I didn't shoot any video. So yesterday we had to do things within walking distance of here, which is nothing. So I decided to go to Pizza is the name of the place. And it's apparently a genuine Canadian pizza chain. It's about a mile from here. So we walked and through some residential areas, which is the first time we've had a chance to see any residential here. And by the time we got over to Pizza, it was pretty damn sketchy. I mean, I didn't fear for my life like I might in inner city Detroit, but I was not feeling good about the makeup of the neighborhood. Or the people hanging around the burnt-out ruins of the shopping center. That they weren't quite burnt out, but they were showing signs. So we went to Pizza, and you can't sit and eat there. So that was kind of a problem. So there was also a Subway in there. So we went to the Subway. The Subway's so small, you can't sit and eat there. Actually, we went to the McDonald's first. It's in that same plaza. Also, not big enough to sit down. It's literally a takeaway counter. I've never seen a McDonald's like that. And the Subway was the same way, and the Pizza was the same way. And so our map said that there was a combination Italian pizza and Portuguese chicken place, which, oh boy, okay, that's weird. Kind of halfway between, but right smack dab in the middle of the houses. And you're like, that doesn't make any sense, but it was indeed a little strip mall in a completely residential neighborhood, and it had this Italian pizza and Portuguese chicken, which was closed. The owner was standing at the door when we showed up. We're closed today. Like, great, well, thanks. So just a couple doors down in this same little weird strip mall was this fish and chip shop. Well, we had fish and chips at what I would call a quaint little, weirdly positioned in the middle of a residential neighborhood fish and chip shop. and it was pretty good. They've been there over 50 years. And now we're walking back to the hotel. We were not able to get a rental car today. They won't have any until this evening. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. There is nothing to do in the area. Bus fares are exorbitant. I know that doesn't sound right, but they are when you start adding it up. So, yeah, we're just exploring on foot a little bit in this kind of cute neighborhood. And then we ran by there's a little park next to it. We went over there and just looked at it. They got water running for people to play in, and walked through some residential neighborhoods, and which are nice. The residential parts are nice over there. It's just when you got on the other side of the street and you were at that shopping plaza that it began to look like not so good. And we came back to the hotel and did nothing at all. So day one, Canada burned. Afterwards, we went out to eat, had pizza and wings, and within walking distance. And frankly, the pizza wasn't very good.